Hey guys, sorry it's been a few days again. No more sickness in my house though. I just have been working super long hours and not getting home till super late. Like to the point where I basically just have to put Connor to bed and go to bed myself so I can get up and do it all over again. My parents are coming into town this weekend, so I have been working literally as much as I can at the beginning of this week because I will be missing about 20 hours out of this weekend. So that's a lot of hours to be missing, so I'm trying to make them up. Um, so yeah, my work schedule's been kind of crazy, as the rest of our lives have. Monday was a horrible day for Connor. He was ridiculous at school. I can't even describe to you the issues he had. Not only did he refuse to do the one thing that we've been asking him to, which is go to the rug or mat as we call it, so that it's a little bit easier for him to say maybe, um, without holding his wheels on his wheelchair and, refusing to go. That's the only thing we asked him to do. He could not do that. He refused to do everything else at school. So their fine motor skills was working with glue, and he has like texture issues, and so he refused to do anything with that. He would not participate in music time or group time during circle time, so he wouldn't even like take his turn at the smart board, which he normally loves to do stuff like that. He did not sing. He loves to sing and dance, so the fact that he didn't want to do that just says that, oh, I just basically had a really bad day and just didn't want to do anything, Mom. So he got in a lot of trouble when he got home. When he got off the bus, my best friend did not give him Nemo or Pikachu, and she put a sad face on the TV so that every time he looked at the TV, he'd be like, oh, I was not good today. I didn't go to the carpet. And then she also put like the picture of Pikachu with the carpet that goes to school with him so that his teachers can write on it happy face, sad face, and then show it to him. And then also his Pikachu sat on top of the TV. So, yeah, that is what he had to look at till I got home from work at that night. And it was pretty late when I got home. When I got home, we disciplined him for about a half hour. We also made him work on saying, I'm a boy, my name's Connor, and I'm 5. We also started working on I live in the place that we live so that he can learn how to say that. So he had to work to get his Pikachu back, and ultimately he did get it back. He was a little bit better once I got there, but still the issue remains that, there are just days where he refuses to flat out do anything. Yesterday and today were way, way, way better. He was awesome at school, got awesome reports. He was happy when I picked him up today, so that's a good thing. But anyway, that's a little bit about the why I've been kind of MIA and what's been going on at the house. My blog post today was about nutrition and Connor's nutrition. So I want to talk a little bit to you guys about that. Connor is super small for his age. Most people, when they see him, they think that he is like a 1 or 2 year old. They are completely shocked to even find out that he is almost 5.5 years old. They just think there is no way possible he can be that old. And guess what? I'm like, yeah, I think I know how old my kid is. Like, I birthed them, right? So, that's pretty much the reaction that I get when I tell people he's 5. So Connor is super, super, super picky about what he eats. The only thing he eats are pancakes or waffles, pizza, plain bread, cookies, goldfish, wafers, stuff like that, chicken nuggets, and cheeseburgers. That is pretty much literally all he will eat. It's ridiculous. Like, I thought I was picky, and even I was super picky when I was little. I'm still really picky today. I'm so sorry. But he's even more pickier than I ever was. So getting him to eat is a pretty hard thing for us. We have to always have like those set things in our house. And if we don't, we pretty much have to go get it for him. So, when he was a baby, we used to have to like double or triple the amount of formula we were supposed to give him just to give him more calories. Not only were we trying to give him more calories, we were trying to thicken up his formula just because of GERD. If you don't know what GERD is, that is reflux really bad. So he has really bad reflux. If you've probably not heard me talk about it, but if you read the blog, then you know about it. So he basically throws up all the time, and he takes medicine so that he doesn't throw up. I mean, at one point when he was a baby, I was changing his clothes like 6 or 7 times a day. Like, I would feed him and he'd throw up 5 times, and I had to change him every single time. And then he finally would stop throwing up to the point where I could just, I don't know why, I would put clothes back on him. I guess because he was done throwing up for then. And then I would just hope he wouldn't throw up again. He just used to throw up all the time. It's something that, like, I'm used to. Like, pretty much my husband laughs at me, but one time, right after me and my husband got back together, after we had broken up for a little bit before we got married, he looked at me and was like, "Is that what you do?" But I was literally holding Connor out like this, and he was just throwing up like that. And I was making it so he was missing the carpet in his room, because it was way easier to clean up off the laminate, of course, than it was to clean up off the carpet. I found that out the hard way by actually washing one of his rugs I had in his room, and it was right after we moved into where we live now, so it was about almost 4 years ago. And when I got it out of the washing machine and put it in the dryer, there was like all these pieces of like rubber from the back of it. I was like, oh, never again am I washing a rug. So I'm like on my second rug, and I do my best to clean it when he throws up, because I mean, let's face it, he gets sick every once in a while and he throws up. So, I mean, he's thrown up a couple times within the last few months just because we've had like stomach bugs. He's been sick. I mean, he just throws up. What can I say? He throws up. So, but my husband was appalled by the fact that I was just holding him out like that. He's like, "Is that what you always do?" I was like, "Yes. It's better than him throwing up on me and then both of us having to take a bath, right?" I mean, there's been times where he's thrown up and I've been like, "Okay, Sean, pass him to me." And I would just literally grab him while I was in the shower and wash him. It's been bad. But, enough goofy stories. This video is kind of getting long, and my editing software isn't the greatest when I'm trying to do that, so I'm going to try to get it to where we need to be. Anyway, enough of the goofy side stories. I hope I'm cracking you up by now. I'm sure I am. I'm cracking myself up. Anyway, I'm just a goofy person anyway. So, basically, we just used to have to, clean up, throw up all the time, and we got used to it, all of us. So, now, I mean, it's really hard to get him to eat still. He basically has to have those things, and if he doesn't, he just sits there and cries. So, he drinks about 3 to 4 boosts a day. A few months ago, like around his birthday, October-ish, November, he was going through 5 to 6 boosts. But also that was when he had his cast on and he wasn't really able to sit up. So I think that was part of the issue, because he was laying down, so he would want to drink something rather than eat something because he was laying down. So, he really did hit a growth spurt through there. Like, right after he got his cast off, he hit a huge growth spurt. So, right around his birthday, he had had his cast off for about a month, and he had grown a ton. And then he lost a little bit because he was sick and he gained it all back already. So his growth is super slow. He's about 23.5 pounds right now, maybe a little bit more. And we've kind of been teetering around that for a while. He was about 23 pounds, and then he lost weight just because of the cast. He lost a lot of weight while he was in the cast because he was burning so much energy. Burning so many calories while he was like scooting with that heavy cast on. He was literally twice the amount that he was. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you just now started following me, please click on my link for my blog, because my first few blog posts go into everything about what I'm talking about. I may need to just do a catch-up video one day for you guys. If you want one, let me know in the description box. Comment, let me know so I know what you guys want to see. But like I said, getting him to eat is like ridiculous. He will not eat any fruits and vegetables. I at least like fruits and vegetables. I used to eat them when I was little. I am picky about what I eat, but I still like them. He won't eat any of it. It's crazy. So that kind of sums up, what I was talking about with him and the challenge that we have getting him to eat. It's always a challenge getting him to eat. Like, he will tell me he wants to eat, but then when I bring him something, for like example, this morning, he told me he wanted to eat first thing. So I brought him pancakes because it's morning. He said, "No, I don't want that." And I said, "Okay, what do you want to eat?" I'm thinking, I'm not giving this kid chicken nuggets at this time in the morning. So I refused. I was like, okay, he'll tell me if he wants something else. So eventually he told me he wanted a drink, and he drank a Boost. But that is all he had until probably about 4 o'clock this afternoon. He downed fries and half of a cheeseburger. So that's kind of like the challenge that we face with him. And I mean, at this point, I'm pretty happy if he's eating something, or if I can get one good meal in, I'm happy. Like, I'm not going to force him to eat. I'd rather not clean up throw up if I'm forcing it in and then just for him to throw up. That makes no sense. That's not helping him gain weight or anything. So, all in all, we're down to 2 nutritionists. They are pretty happy about his growth. It's, kind of steady, and I think they like that. So that's about it. If you have questions, like I said, leave them in the description box. Comment, let me know. I need to know what's on your mind. Thanks. Have a good night. Hey guys, I am currently waiting to pick Connor up from school. We've been going over, if you go to the mat, then you get Pikachu. So hopefully he did that so that he can have Pikachu, and that he was good at school today, because he was ridiculous on Monday, but he was awesome yesterday. I'm hoping he continues up that trend. I will check back in with you later.
Connor, say, I'm a boy.
I am born.
Good boy. Say, my name is Connor.
Born.
Say it again. My name is Connor.
Connor.
No, say, my name is Connor.
My name is Connor.
Say, I am 5.
I five.
Good boy.
Ah.
Say, I'm going to go to the mat. Say, go to mat.
Owen. Ma.
Good boy. And get Pikachu.
Good.